Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. Think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to the Strategic Swing Trader weekly broadcast. I am Sami Absad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend has been good. We're going to talk about the market. I'll give you my watch list. We'll go over the top ideas that I have prepared for tomorrow. But before we start, as always, standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss in this video is for educational purposes only. If you're new to our channel, please be sure to download the free ebook. Link for that is in the description. Also, if you are new, make sure to follow us on YouTube. Hit the like button if you find benefit in today's video. And if you need any help, reach out to customer service, info@t3live.com. info@t3live.com. Okay, here we go. Normally I do this video much earlier in the day, but this weekend is an exception. I was too busy, so just getting to it now. But here we go. So the market continues to be bullish. The buy setup in the Qs kind of got to target. We could see the Qs go sideways a little bit and then pop and continue higher. That would be the norm, I would say. But the market is just bullish. No reason to doubt it. It's bullish. Again, we might come in a little bit because normally, you know, if you have a buy setup, so check this out. You have a buy setup that gets to the prior high. Sometimes you can go sideways or drop a little bit before continuing higher. So what we see here is a buy setup that is completed, that got to the target basically on the Qs and the SPY, especially on the Qs. So I wouldn't be surprised if we came in a little bit or if we went sideways, but the overall bias is definitely bullish. The IWM put in a wide range green bar on Friday, so that's really bullish. IWM continues to be sloppy, but it's just bullish. It really is, but continues to be sloppy otherwise. In terms of the ideas that I told you about, here they are. So let's start. Oops, I didn't mean to delete the first one. I think it's, what was it? I think it was the ARK ETF, I believe was the first symbol. So ARK is looking good. It doesn't look amazing on the daily chart, but I'm liking the monthly time frame a lot. So I'm liking it basically over 49.56, but if you wait for 49.56 to get taken out, it will be a really big stop. So I like it more over here, which is, that's 47 with a stop under 45. Instead of waiting for it to clear the monthly resistance, which would be ideal, but again, it would double the stop. So I like it just over 47, stop under 45 on the ARK ETF. ASM is a 123. It looks pretty. It's a silver stock. I mentioned the AG on Thursday as a longer term play and it triggered. So here it is, AG, monthly transition A. That's another silver stock that I like. But here's the ASM. It's looking good. It's a daily 123. So long over 124, call it 125, with a stop under, either under this bar's low, which is 118, or under the whole thing, which would be safer. For a long-term play, that's where I'd place my stop, under the whole thing. If it's just a swing trade, one can use 118 as a stop, okay, on the ASM. So I like silver and gold higher, but especially silver. The ILMN already triggered for us, but it's not too late. If you want to get it, it'd be over 146 with a stop under 137. Looks good. The only thing that doesn't look good about it, that's the weekly time frame. The only thing that doesn't look good is the monthly. It's into the declining 20 on the monthly chart. That's the only time frame that doesn't look good. But otherwise, it looks really nice. The ENLC is an oil stock midstream, and it has a daily base breakout. This is probably going to be slow on the slow end. It's not going to be a momentum stock, but it looks lovely on the daily, the weekly, the monthly, every time frame. Another one that looks pretty good on every time frame is the ET, another oil stock. It's very, very slow, but I mean, this trend never fails, almost never fails. Here's the weekly breaking out. Here's the daily. So it already triggered on Friday, but it's not too late either. So I like the ET, I like the ENLC, okay? The GNRC is a beautiful monthly chart. See it? Looks beautiful. So it triggered already when it gapped up that day, but it hasn't gone that far. So what about getting in it here with a stop right here? I think it's doable. I think it's okay. Over 176 with a stop under 164.50, 164. It's a spready stock, so I'd give it room. So I like the monthly a lot, and it's giving us an entry on the daily. A lot of the what do you call them? The airlines and also especially the cruise lines are doing and looking really good higher. CCL and CLH, and then the rest of the airlines, the DAL and the LUV, and the DL and the UAL, Delta and United, already shot up a lot. This is one of those that hasn't gotten going yet. Southwest is trying to transition on the monthly chart, so I don't think it's quite ready. I don't have a call on it for tomorrow in the newsletter, but I'm watching it. Long right here, stop right here. Okay, so I'm watching it. I really like that gap right here. Gapped over a wide range red bar. We have an uptrend on the daily, and it's trying to transition on the monthly time frame. So I like it. LULU may be bottoming also. It's not an easy call on the LULU, but it might be bottoming. Okay, we have a sell setup failure potentially if it can take out 283.66. So long stop under the pivot as a longer term play. Matter looks higher. It's a daily breakout, and look at the monthly on the Matter. This monthly looks phenomenal to me. It does need to clear $5. So if you want to wait for $5 to get taken out, that's fine too. But it looks amazing. It reminds me of the Zoom, but more on the weekly time frame on the Zoom. See it? So the Zoom, the Roku also similar. I don't know what else. PayPal. So there's a lot of plays that are transitioning on the monthly. So Matter is one of them. So I like it over 480. Okay, with a stop under 440. Okay, PEGA looks beautiful on the monthly. This thing is probably higher to 120, probably, or to 100. We played it 2 or 3 times in a row as an earnings play. So here as an earnings play, and there as an earnings play. So it's done well on earnings, and now I like it higher over this bar's high, over the base, stop under the red bar's low, which is 69.80 as a long-term play. The SLRN is a 1, 2, 3. The only thing I don't like about the SLRN is that it's weak. This is a bit weak, and it's kind of basing in the bottom half. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And then there's an overhead 200 MA, the red line. Otherwise, long, stop, tight stop, and then target. So it's a pretty chart, but there is an issue with it, which is the weakness. I think the social media stocks are higher. We have the Meta as a long off the weekly 1, 2, 3 from a couple weeks ago. Last week, not the week before last. So yeah, 2 weeks ago. But Snapchat, I had it in the newsletter as an idea over $11 right here, 11.06 I think. Stop right here, triggered, but it's not too late. Over that bar's high, Friday's high, okay, 11.20, stop under 10.30. Looks higher to at least 13. And then I also like the pins higher, but it might be a little bit late on the pins. Here's the monthly on it. Looks good. Looks higher to go all the way back up to here at least. So I like the social media stocks. The SMCX is the leveraged SMCI. And I like it higher. It's not perfect. It's a bit sloppy, especially the SMCX. Let's take a look at the SMCI. Yeah, the SMCI I think is a little bit cleaner, maybe. Long right here, stop right here, because of the monthly time frame. I don't love it on the daily, but I do like it on the monthly a lot. So it technically already triggered when it took out 48.44, but it's not too late to get it off the daily. Now, really, ideally over 50.10, stop under 44, under 44. So over 50.10 by 44. The only issue is, then it's a $6 stop. Then it would be really big as a stop. That's the only issue. So that's why I'm looking at the hourly chart to see if there's a better entry off the hourly. There isn't a very good entry, but maybe here with a stop under 44. okay, on the SMCI. Or you want the leveraged, it's SMCX. And it should be cheaper too. It's only 10 bucks. Okay. The swim is looking good. It triggered already on Thursday, but it didn't go anywhere. So if you're not in it, I like it. I like the monthly a lot on it. I like it over this bar's high, which is 713. Stop, I would say under 614. So it's a $1 stop, basically on the swim. VFC has already been, moving up a lot. But if you look at the monthly, in the grand scheme of things, it is still in the early stages, in the early bullish phase on the VFC. So in this case, I like it just over the hourly breakout right here, over the hourly base, with a stop under it, okay, on the VFC. So the entry would be over 2050, maybe, it's 2042, I'd say over 2050, with a tight stop under 1950, or if you want to give it more room, to 1890. Okay, that's the VFC. The WBA, I don't think this is good. I don't know that it's bottoming. I mean, I don't know that this is really bottomed already. This is Walgreens. But it might be. If you think it is, there's a nice pattern on it on the daily. Over the base, stop right here. Very tight. So let's take a look at the weekly. In an all-out downtrend, that's the problem with it. It's been basing for a couple months now, probably. Yeah, for almost 2 months. So it'd be over 932, and the stop, you don't even need to give it to 822. I would just give it to 850. So super tight stop on Walgreens, which has been in a really bearish downtrend for the last 10 years, basically. Topped out 10 years ago. Wow. Not quite 10 years ago. Actually, more like 8 years ago. Okay. So interesting. I don't like to go against a very bearish trend like this unless price accelerates, becomes parabolic or climactic. In this case, it isn't, so just an idea. WVE triggered on Friday, but it's not too late, over 871 with a stop under 785. Notice this tier 1 A plus gap up, or just a tier 1 gap, basically. Amazing gap. Popped. And then, it's doing a bicep, so I like it. The China stocks, I don't think they're ready to go back up. I really don't think they're quite ready. But keep an eye on them. They're looking higher, again, over the base. They do need to clear the base. That's the yen, which is the leverage FXI. Stop under the lows. But I don't think they're quite ready yet. Because usually when a stock, or in this case, the whole market, gaps down from a parabolic move up, it will have a hard time moving back up. So it usually takes a while before it's ready to go back up. But over the base, stop under the double bottom. On the CWEB, which is the leveraged internet stocks, China internet companies. BABA, which is still an open position, but we trailed out of half. Trailed out of half on this day. And so I've raised the stop on the back half to here. Still looks good. Over 111 or so. Yeah, 111.05. Stop under 105.80. 105.60. BILI is also trying to move up. So those are the best ideas from the China sector, from the China stocks. But I don't think they're quite ready. Okay? The shorts, I only have 3. IMTX, 1, 2, 3, which means it's a short under 919. I'd give it to 950 probably. Like 949, 950, with an entry under 919. INDV is similar idea, is an ADR. I'd let it go for tomorrow and maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday, short on if it bases. Stop right here. That's the INDV. And PGNY is already an open position, but I will be looking to add to it if it can break under this bar's low, okay? And bring the stop down to 1670. So this would be 1570, I think, 1580. By 1670 on the PGNY. Looks pretty good on every time frame. Daily, weekly, monthly. For those that are wondering, we did trail out of the Tesla before the robo-taxi event. I did issue an alert to trail out of it under this bar's low. So it actually trailed us out before the breakdown, just for those that are wondering. I will look to get back in it if it gives me another entry, another setup, because I do like it I still like it higher on the larger time frame. But for now, I have very small position in Tesla, but the vast majority is already out. Okay. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it's quite late, but if you don't catch it tonight, then maybe tomorrow morning before the open. With that said, hope you have also a great trading week. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Ciao.